Go, Michael,
Good
my
afternoon.
sidekick on the live streams for Pro Am Snooker Talk and everything else that we get up to. So this is really a little video about yourself and about Snooker Hub and about amateur snooker. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Good.
we're going to have a little chat with you, Michael, about Snooker Hub and the amateur snooker Facebook page and what it's about, what it is, when it started, and what the hell's going on. So talk us through the beginning, when it started, and how you got into snooker organizing and what have you, and just
Right.
all the rest of it. Go ahead.
Right. Well, I've been on and off playing snooker, bit at a time, if you like, for a long time. I think I played my first league match 50 years ago, if you like, uh, but left it alone. Family, children, all that kind of stuff, mortgages and whatnot, and then came back to it later and started playing again. And Snooker Hub was born in 2015. Uh, we had a team in the Preston League, which is it's a decent league. Chris Norbury, people know that. Shoka Ali. They run a club in Preston, the Elite Snooker Club in Preston, but they're involved with the league. They're good guys. And I was in the Preston League, and our team, we had one lad who got promoted from the EASB, as it was at the time, regional junior tour into the Premier 21 tour. And I said to him, we were just chatting. He was playing in the same team as us. He was at like 15 or something at the time, 16, something like that. And I said, how do you get to know about events to play in? Because I never see anything anywhere. Because like Facebook was obviously going, but not anything like it is now. Everything was, nobody knew. I think most people just texted people to say about things. Well, my son was getting involved in all this computer stuff that he does and lots of search engine optimization type stuff and website building. So I said to him, okay, I said to my son, build us a website and we'll put all the events on. And then people can see all the events all over the country. I'll fish around and find all these events. And that's kind of what it started off as, just so that people could see what events were going on. And it's grown quite a lot because there wasn't much going on at the time back in 2015. It doesn't seem so long ago, but 8 years. There's quite a difference in amateur snooker. There didn't seem to be much going on at all. I started playing as well in the EASB seniors stuff, and then I got involved with the EASB and ended up on the board at the EASB because I'm one of these people who kind of says like, something needs doing, and if there's nobody to do it, I just have a go myself. If I can do it, I'll have a go. I'm not one who sits back saying, we should have this, we should have that, and walk away and come back again and saying, we should have this, I'll have a go, because we had no snooker team at the club we played at. So I put together a snooker team. I got us in the Preston League, and we got promoted from the 4th to the 3rd to the 2nd, like that kind of stuff. And we're always doing stuff like that. We won the Bolton League, and so I like to do stuff like that. So Snooker Hub is built on that since then, and it's still only me. My lads does some of the most of the technical stuff for me, but I kind of met so many people and I get so much information. It's really tough to put everything out there, so I do what I can, and we kind of sorry.
We've got I've just got the web page up here, Snooker Hub. A lot of people can have access to this, and obviously it's on the system there. It's snookerhub.co.uk.
Yeah.
guys, and any of you can access this, and it's full of information. And basically, as you said, Michael, it's all sorts of stuff. If I just go up to the menu here, obviously you've got find a club, find a coach, find an event, and just talk us through some of the kind of things that you can access on here.
Well, if you want to click on that find a club, what it is you can put anywhere. You can click on that little locate button. It says enter address. The right hand side is locate, and that should locate you where you are.
Right.
You can pull the slider, so you can say, right, I only want within 25 miles, say, and you click that submit button.
My local club. Yeah.
And it tells you there, like you're in Brighton, so Castle is your closest club. So if you go on holiday or anything like that, or you're talking to somebody, or you're thinking about moving somewhere, and the snooker club's important to you, you can click on there and find out the clubs. Now, admittedly, this isn't the only club finder, but as far as snooker orientated things go, there's the WPBSA have a club finder as well. So I'm not tied to doing anything, but that's the Finder 147 club. The EPSB, WPBSA, for want of a term or whatever, they have their own 147 clubs. So you can find one of them if you want to be particularly. I'm not sure they're Brighton. Is Brighton a 147 club now?
No, I don't. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So the Brighton club's a 147 club, affiliated club. So that is going to sort of hold any sort of events or as such, at the club. It just lets people know that these clubs are affiliated at the 147.
Yeah, and the 147 club, it says there in blue, what is a 147 club? And I've done a little bit of a description about what a 147 club is, but it means that they're approved by the EPSB to hold events. There's little adverts. You'll have to ignore all the little adverts, I'm afraid, but that somebody has to pay for the hosting of the site and stuff like that. But as far as what I did, I expanded on that. Obviously, the bottom right-hand one, find an event, was the first one.
Yes, I mean that's fantastic. I mean, this is probably what we all needed at the time, Michael. So
yeah.
I mean, this is quite detailed.
It gets as much as I can, and people, they tell me about them. I get them on. Sometimes I stumble across them. I put them on, but there's exhibitions, snooker events, and anything really that's going on that I think people could do to know about. Yeah, and I try to put them into categories, which I like to do, so people can search a bit better, if you like, the EPSB event or a Pro-Am event or whatever. So if you went up, if you go back up a bit, you go back up to the top. If you click that event categories in the green, I'm pointing at my screen here, like you can see. So you can see there the list of stuff, and you could go down.
Right. Just see it, right.
If you go over to the right-hand side, Pro-Am, it's all in alphabetical order to help people to see it. You could click on Pro-Am, and yours may be one of the next ones. Well, there's a regular one there at.
Look at this one here. This looks like a good one. I think I might want to play in this one, Michael.
I would do too if it wasn't like about 1,000 miles away.
Charlie Poole, the Charlie Poole Classic Pro-Am. Well, I can tell you that event is now full already.
Grand. So that's what I try to do. It's try to let people know what's what's going on, really. When people said to me, like, there's nothing on, and I say, well, other people come to me and say, can you find me a weekend when there's nothing on? No, I said, basically no chance, because there's something on every weekend now. This is a new thing. This is a new thing.
Coaches as well, can they, Michael? Sorry.
Yeah, I've still got a lot of coaches to put on, but it's again, because coaching has taken a big step up recently. The WPBSA are doing these coaching accreditations, which is great. It gets people involved, and more people are prepared to admit that they're having a snooker coach, if you like. It used to be a bit of a stigma. People used to say, "Oh, I'm not good enough to have a snooker coach," or "Oh, he thinks he's a professional, he's got a coach," and all that. But everybody's got coaches these days, so nothing wrong in having a coach. And you can contact coaches through this. You can
tell you what their qualifications are.
Yeah.
Etc. You put obviously. Yep, I see.
So this is the kind of thing that I'm doing. I'm always looking for new stuff because I want to expand more into league snooker, because obviously my thing is about grassroots snooker. I don't get involved in the pro scene, although I do have. It might sound strange that I have an opinion, but I have an opinion on most things, to be honest. But I don't really get involved in the professional side. These are all little adverts for people I like, and people who some people want to pay. Some people I put on just because I like them. Like Bex Kenner, she has the advert there for Q Sports Yorkshire. If you just go down a little bit, there she is, coming on the right hand side there. Because I think Bex has got a great shop, and I just, I'll put stuff on like that. It just lets people know about stuff. There's loads of stuff I want to expand on about doing. I could, explain in layman's term the rules and stuff like that. Where to find the official rules. There's masses of amounts of stuff that people are interested in, and I do the website because I don't believe that Facebook is the be all and end all. I do use Facebook, obviously, with the Amateur Snooker Facebook group, and I do have a Snooker Hub Facebook page, which just helps to do it. I would use Instagram if I could figure it out, but it baffles me. It's just a lot of pictures, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, this is the Amateur Snooker Facebook page.
Yeah,
guys, which you can access anytime through Facebook. And nice photograph of you there, Michael, in that fancy club that you discovered in the table.
Yeah, Paul Rinaldi pointed out that the word was that I missed the black. But to be honest, I wasn't even taking a shot. It wasn't even my frame. It was purely posed. Yeah, pure pose.
What sort of stuff do we get on here, Michael? What sort of do we just get?
Anything and everything. There's Roger Layton, who used to live near me. He now lives over somewhere in is it Bangkok or somewhere at the main academy, and he coaches kids. He used to play in a Monday night handicap with us at Bolton Snooker. So, a fair cry. So he has his, he's a proper coach, is Roger. And so, I just put stuff on that he sends to me to show people what his kids are doing. I put links onto all the World Snooker Federation, the EPSB events, or any other events that's coming on. I put results on from Scottish, Welsh, whatever. It's anything that I think's of any interest. People can post on there. I do vet it because honestly, you get some tripe. You get lots of tripe that people send me. But again, I put the exhibitions on, stuff like that, the pro-ams. There's Paul DeVille. He was. I don't know why that's on twice, but sometimes they get put on twice for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, Paul's an excellent young player. He's played at some of my pro-ams in Stratford. He's very up and coming.
Yeah,
improving all the time.
I've known Paul since he was about a third as tall as he is now. He was only. You turn around and he'd grown 6 foot. It's like wow.
Very tall.
But yeah, there's the referees that are out in Australia at the minute. There's young Stan.
Well done to young Stan. He's got himself on the tour now, two-year tour card.
Yeah. which has caused a bit of controversy in that he's still playing. He's playing now in the Open event, where there's another tour card on offer, and people are complaining that he's maybe taking away chances for other people. But if you can't beat, him,
I don't think we're going to get into that one, Michael, but I think we both agree on that one. I think he should. I'm not sure he should be playing in that. I think somebody else should have an opportunity there too.
I have no. It does spark a lot of debate, because I don't have any problems, because I would say that anybody playing in that tournament should first and foremost be playing for the prestige, the title, and to be honest, I think the World Snooker Federation now should be classed as the World Amateur Championships, because the IBSF, which has always been the World Amateur Championships, isn't open to everybody anymore, and the World Snooker Federation one is. You just enter yourself. You don't have to go through a national governing body or anything like that. You just enter if you want and go if you want. The unfortunate thing this year is that it's in Australia, so you've got to be able to afford to go there from England. But it's not unfortunate for the 99 Australian lads who are playing in it, lads and lasses. Sorry, I don't know whether there are. Yeah, there will be. I'm sure there will be an Australian girl or two. I'm not sure. Lily Mendrum, I think she might be. What's her name? Yeah, is it Lily Meldrum? There's a couple of girls who would be playing in it, but there's 99 of them there, and they wouldn't be able to come to England. So I hate this English bias on the Pro Tour and all that kind of stuff. I hate.
So what, Michael? Just talking about clubs, clubs around the country, all around the UK. Obviously, you're representing any clubs within the UK, and you're there to help clubs that want to promote themselves, or junior players who want to get involved with competitions. Mm-hmm. All the information's on the website there for everybody to get hold of. But what sort of things can you do for clubs, Michael? What sort of things can you help them with the platform?
Well, obviously, one of the main things is to advertise their events. I am starting to create pages for clubs, so that if they don't want to have their own website, which costs thousands or whatever, they can have like a presence, if you like, on Snooker Hub, which costs them next to nothing. Maybe just have to, if they want their own domain name, if they, like I do for Walking Snooker, walkingsnooker.co.uk. So they pay for their own domain name, but all the hosting and the webmastering and everything like that, I do for free. If we get 1,000 clubs, I don't know either. I might have to recruit somebody to help me, but I've got loads of clubs on there. But if I can create a better presence on the web for a club, then I'll do my best to do that. A lot of clubs they just don't have any resources to do it, and they don't want to spend loads of money on doing it. So I can help do that, like put stuff out, put the opening times, the membership, details of what they've got. They can put it on Facebook, but not a lot. There's hell of a lot of people, should I say, that don't use Facebook at all, and everybody seems to think, well, everybody just uses Facebook all day long. Well, I can assure you, I know most people I know don't use Facebook at all. If you like, most people in my life, if you like, don't use Facebook at all. And it's so full of rubbish these days that it's hard to stay focused on snooker. So,
well, they don't need Facebook. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there and club representatives who don't want to use that platform. That's fine. I really only use it for media.
Yeah.
I'm filming and interviewing and broadcasting, but one of the things that we're both actually trying to do, Michael, it's one of the reasons why we collaborate with the streams, is to help clubs and players with a little bit of social media, a little bit of video material, and clubs may well perhaps maybe come to you and say, look, could we give you a little bit of video footage of the club, show you a little video walkthrough of the club and the tables and the facilities that we've got, and just put it out there, Michael, because we're struggling a little bit for membership. You know, we just want to let people know that we're here, or we've opened a new club, or we've refurbished the club, or we've got a new table, or we have, you know, new competitions or a new league format. So whatever reason they want to get involved, there's a lot of things we can do to help you.
Yeah.
And that's another reason to get in touch with Snooker Hub.
Yeah. And all my contact details are there on the site. It's not difficult to get. Not difficult to get in touch, whether it's WhatsApp, email, phone call, text, whatever, you know, or on the Facebook page, if you like, Twitter as well. Twitter's in a bit of a flux at the minute, but it's always been good for snooker. It's a good bit of snooker banter on Twitter. I don't mind that. I probably could use it a bit more, but I do like Twitter for that. It's quick fire, you know, little bits of things. You get
Again, it's not going to suit everybody, you know. It's not going to suit everybody. I can't stand it, Michael. I just can't stand it. I don't have the time for it. I don't have the patience for it, really. You know, and there's people. I think there's people out there just spend all day on it. But the other thing, you know, obviously competitions it's a great thing. There's a lot of young players out there. There's a lot of seniors players out there who are looking for, you know, competitions to play on all over the country, and this is also a good platform to come to look for competitions. I mean, we obviously, you know, it didn't take very long, Michael, to define my competition on there. You know, it took no time at all for you to go to the club, the area, Pro-Ams, Brighton Club. And this, you know, this is just an example, guys. This is obviously Sunday, the 12th of March pending, but, you know, this is just an example of the type of competitions, or, you know, maybe slightly smaller competitions that are advertised on Snooker Hub and you can get access to. And not just Snooker Hub, guys, Amateur Snooker, the Facebook page, but any content that you put on Michael's Facebook page will be taken by me and uploaded possibly onto a YouTube video. And that stays on there for a very long time with keywords, so people can check it out and have a look at interviews and have a look at clubs and what's going on. You know?
Yeah.
Anything else you want to throw in there, Michael, before I get rid of you?
No, I mean, I know people say that snooker's dying. I don't think snooker's dying. I think the World Snooker Tour is very poorly. It's in maybe in intensive care at the minute, but with the proper care, it can come back to full fitness. But at the minute, it does need something. But as far as the game goes, when people talk about the game, I think about people playing snooker in clubs. And if you don't have people playing snooker in clubs, much as they might watch snooker on TV, there's not going to be many people playing on TV because there's not that many people playing in clubs anymore. So people, you know, the most important thing to me is to keep people interested in snooker as a sport, a pastime, recreation, whatever you want to call it. Keep people playing, then you'll find the better players. And that's why I get involved in like the local league. I'm chairman of the local league. I'm also involved with the Northwest Association and Merseyside and all kinds of stuff like that, because I want to see snooker grow. So if anybody wants to help snooker grow, they can do something themselves or tell me about it, and I can help. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll push any initiative that's out there. There's so much. There's thousands and thousands of people be playing tonight. Tuesday night's a very popular league night. There'll be thousands of people all over the country playing snooker, and that's got to be a good thing. And how we kind of fish the best ones out of that pool is important. But we need to do something like that, and that's kind of what I'm interested in.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much for coming on, talking about Snooker Hub and amateur snooker. Guys, this
Thank you.
video is obviously going to go on YouTube and quite a few other platforms that will give you all the information you need. But if you need to get in touch with Michael on his website, you can reach him on snookerhub.co.uk. You can reach him on the amateur snooker page on Facebook. Very, very easy to find. Not a problem there. Michael, thanks very much for joining us. We'll catch up with everybody else soon.
And can you